What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to the fifth and final part of our live Pokemon Showdown RU session. In the last part, unfortunately, we were dealt our first loss of the session, and hopefully that's going to be the only loss. Hopefully we can pull through with a victory or two or three or however many matches we have in this last final part here. Hope you guys have been enjoying the session so far. I've really been enjoying the Typhlosion and Skuntank. Especially those two, but Pidgeot too. I would actually like to see Tyrantrum do a little bit of work in this episode, because I feel like he hasn't been doing as much. But for some reason, yeah, I'm just really enjoying this team. So as we're getting started today, of course, feel free to leave a comment, or if you would like to show your support. If not, feel free to completely ignore everything I have to say at the beginning here. Now, as for this team, Eevee Knight, pretty cool team. Kling Klang, nice to see. Grind on me. Against Main here, who's somewhat kind of become like a dedicated lead of sorts, which really has no thought process behind it. You just send it out and spam Eruption, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. And that one-shots Kling Klang, although I don't know why you'd want to leave your Kling Klang in when you have a Muck, which usually has some decent, natural special defense going on there. And yeah, you have Delphox too, so why not switch that in? I mean, I can understand not wanting to take a lot of damage on Delphox, but I mean, that's your only resist to fire, so we are going to switch here. I'll go into Stripes, and he does go for the Size Shock. I was actually kind of hoping that you would do that, or like HP Rock or something. And Sucker Punch is going to take him down to his Sash as he goes for a Flamethrower. It does 70%. Wow, that did a lot. That's crazy. For some reason, I didn't think it was going to do that much. And that's not even boosted via like a Life Orb or Specs or anything. Wow, Delphox's power. And its Shiny Sprite is amazing. So, he predicted the Sucker Punch there. I pretty much had to go for it because otherwise Stripes was going to go down. So he got a safe switch into Serperior, but we resist the stab. And we can take the Leaf Storm, who, and he shows the Life Orb too. Poison Jab is not enough to kill, but it brings him all the way down to 8%, and now we can finish him off with a Sucker Punch. So Stripes taking out all kinds of threats here, and he's gonna forfeit because, if your Leaf Storm Superior goes down, you must forfeit. I don't understand players that do that. Anyway, alright, I mean, that's a victory, right? We'll take it, I guess. Not that I really have a choice. So we're gonna get into another battle here, because that was way too short. This video is only like 3 minutes long at this point. Another pretty cool team. We see Miss Magius, which is really cool to see. Emboar is a threat. Golem is probably going to be the lead, looking at this team. If I really had to guess, Golem seems leadish. Then we also have Almastar. Actually, that could be a lead too. One of the two. Either way, Whimsicott looks like a pretty decent lead. Yeah, he's got a lot of fire resist here, which is not good for us. Probably going to have the Mega Sceptile. Main can actually one-shot Mega Sceptile with an Eruption from full health, so we need to keep that in mind. If we get into any trouble there, if we can get Typhlosion in, even if it means sacrificing something else, it's worth it, especially if we can eliminate some of these fire resists like Golem. Now, Golem has 30, so Giga Drain doesn't make sense to go for here. I'll just go for a Moonblast. On the off chance he does want to switch. No, he's going to stay in. We get a meaningless special attack drop on the Moonblast, and he goes for Rock Blast. And that only hits 3 times. He also has Sucker Punch, but that's not going to kill. No, it's not very effective. Does bring us down into the red, though. So Cotton Eye Joe took all kinds of damage there, but Golem is gone, and he didn't even get to set up rocks. So that is fantastic for us. One of those fire resist is gone. So we just really need to worry about, I guess, Emboar, because Emboar is pretty bulky. And then, well, at least it has high HP. And then Almastar, which, if it's offensive, is not as much of a check for Main. But anyway, Escavalier is here, and I'm going to switch in Quigula to take that, because he's physically defensive, and I resist the stab and all that fun stuff. We could go for an Encore here. I'm just going to Scald, and he does go into Sceptile to take that, which makes sense. And that really didn't do that much. 13%, no burn, which is fine. At this point, I'm going to do exactly what I said just a few moments ago, and I'm going to send in Cotton Eye Joe to take whatever hit this thing wants to dish out, and then I can bring in Main. So, yeah. Then a lot of people will just leave Mega Sceptile in on a Typhlosion. Oh, he goes for the substitute. That is scary. That is scary. I'm going to go for the Nature Power to break that. Mega Sceptile obviously outspeeds Whimsicott, but Nature Power is priority with Prankster, so at least that came in handy there. And with 62%, we should be okay to just come in and take this thing out. I don't see it surviving. I do not see it surviving. We could probably even go for Flamethrower at that point. But might as well go for Eruption. We're at full health. And he is going to leave his Sceptile in to just go down here. And I don't know if I'd want to do that if I were him, because with Quagsire still kicking around, wouldn't you want your Sceptile for that? Would think. I would think so. He's going to go right into his Almastar, which is to be expected. I can't really touch this thing other than HP Grass. And a lot of times they have a Focus Sash. So even with that, it's not going to help us too much. Because of our Choice Scarf, we should be able to outspeed this thing after a Shell Smash boost. So we can afford to let it set up once. And if he shows off the White Herb, then we'll know that he's not Focus Sash, and we can come in and HP Grass him. He does go for the Shell Smash here, and this is the moment of truth. We'll see as the defenses drop, and they are not going to be cured via a White Herb, so he most likely has the Focus Sash, so I'll Sucker Punch him first. That brings him down to 49%, and what just activated? Was that Weak Armor? Yes, it was Weak Armor. That's pretty cool. Weak Armor Almastar, I like it. Alright. So Stripes, unfortunately, gets demolished by that Earth Power, which stinks. Especially because Sucker Punch could have been useful against Mismagius, but not really too much for the rest of the team. Escavalier's already slow, and Emboar resists it, so it's not the end of the world to let Stripes go down. So, alright, we're in good shape here. I guess I'll just go with Quagsire. We should be able to take a hit. Ice Beam doesn't do that much, and EQ will take him down, so we didn't even have to worry about bringing Typhlosion in and locking him into HP Grass. Mismagius is going to come out. And, do I want to save this for Emboar? I don't know if I'm going to need to. So Peter should be able to take care of it pretty easily. He does have the substitute as we go for the recover. He likes his substitute users. That substitute Sceptile was really scary. Actually, substitute Nasty Plot Mismagius is even scarier. Oh my goodness. Holy cannoli. We may have just gotten lucky with the crit skull to break that sub, too. Now what do we do? I should have switched in Peter. That's probably what I should have done. Okay, it does fade. I'm not letting you set up another substitute. Now that I know Scald will break it, Shadow Ball does 46%, and he gets the special D-drop, so another Shadow Ball will kill. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We really needed that special D-drop to not happen. And the low roll, so substitute is not broken. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my gosh, I'm just getting kicked in the nuts right now. And Shadow Ball, because of that special D-drop, is gonna take out poor little Quagsire. Wow. I just can't do anything but laugh about that. Now we're in a really crappy position because he's still behind a substitute at +2. And he's getting Lefty's recovery, too. I guess I can go in with Peter, but he probably has T-Bolt as a coverage move, I guess. And Peter could be very useful for that Emboar. I don't think I have anything else that can take it on. Well, no, Rex could, I guess. But he's still weak to the Fighting Stab. Alright, we're going to send in Rex here. You need to come through for us, Rex. I'm going to go for a Dragon Dance here. Oh, never mind. We just get one-shotted. I was hoping to try to outspeed this, but yeah, it doesn't really matter here. Alright, so Peter it is. I can't believe I just wasted Rex. We'll go for the Hurricane as he shows off the Dazzling Gleam. And now we should outspeed because we have the speed boost from the Mega Evolution. And Hurricane will take him out. I should have just done that in the first place. I just sacrificed Rex for no reason. For some reason, I thought he could take one. But Mismagius is just too powerful. I'll go for a Roost here as he goes for a Wild Charge and outspeeds us. So, Scarf Emboar locked into Wild Charge. This is going to be interesting. I'll go for the Eruption. We get a critical hit! As he goes for the wild charge, he's gonna kill himself. Oh, no, he didn't kill himself, but we still outspeed you because we're both scarfed. Oh my gosh, the critical hit is gonna win us this match as Emboar is gonna go down to the next eruption. And Escavalier is gonna go down in one hit to this eruption. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now? That was the most ridiculous match ever. Or at least the most not the most ridiculous match ever, the most ridiculous last couple of turns. So much nonsense going both ways. And I don't know if that's justice, but that's what happens when Typhlosions are involved. You can nickname it whatever you want, but it's always in the end, it's always Roman. Always, always Roman. He will forever be attached to every Typhlosion in existence. Oh, what a fitting way to end this session. Not even bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing for the next session. If you have any suggestions, feel free to put those in the comment section below. And I'll eventually get around to them. I don't know if it'll be the next session or whatever. It depends on when I record, of course. But that's pretty much that. So if you enjoyed, please make sure you're leaving a like rating or a comment or whatever you would like to do. And I will see you all next time. Until then, game on.